one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Nighthawks of Brooklyn. A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! DJ Chark with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Nighthawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
And this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10
at their own 27.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs,
and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret you're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hold. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown,
and now it's 3rd down.
When you look at this defense,
they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, here's Ritter.
Completes it to the fullback hand. And he is going to lose yardage here.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Romeo Okwara shooting in there and dropping him for the sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Goff now looking to throw. Look at the big man rumble. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They're just trying to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Stop made there by Brian Asamoah. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now Goff. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ready?
Here's Ritter. That is incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense.
This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Ritter throwing on third down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
Back deep, Khalif Raymond. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Goff now to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
Mekhi Blackmon's got it.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On the ball.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 8. Ritter off the play fake. Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Ritter with it after the play fake.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Ritter now. Addison hauls it in.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
97. Jet.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10.
Setting up the screen for Cook.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Go!
Cook following the penalty. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Going play action. Ritter.
And it's caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark with their second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Nighthawks add 6 to their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
14.
On second down, here's Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Quay Walker.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. I mean, 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
First down, here's Ritter.
Forced out to his left.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
Ritter back to throw.
They'll roll him out right. And this is caught by Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Hey, Full period. Set. Go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Second down and 6 now.
Ready? Go.
Ritter. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Williams. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Nighthawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but... And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Boy, they get him wet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Jackrabbit.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
The ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Ready.
Ritter on 1st and 10. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Check view. Hut.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Mega. Ready?
Cook will take it in. Touchdown. Well, I'll say one thing, Charles. You're getting really good practice here in breaking down touchdowns. What did you see there?
Well, the same thing I've seen over and over and over in this first half. My scintillating analysis, Brandon, this offense is absolutely taking no prisoners.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Back to throw. Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Ritter. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
third down. Here's a run by Cook. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Ready up.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's go.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
Come on, set. Ready, go.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Nighthawks would extend their lead here just before halftime. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Joseph on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Check, 79 Broncos. Let's go.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's to the tight end, Laporta.
A beautiful fake. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hooker. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Hooker going to try and throw for it. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the 2nd half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
He'll buy some time right. That one's complete. He finds Sharp, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Back to throw, Ritter. This is caught. Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson, a 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Nighthawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
1st down throw here. It's Hooker. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. Gibbs straight ahead. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Hooker on first down. Well, this is caught by Williams. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This 2nd and 4.
Roll.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. Escaping the pressure right. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Khalif Raymond, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to claw one back.
I know what the scoreboard says here, but for all those who are playing fantasy football, their scoreboards are different. Points scored could benefit someone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Ritter with it after the play fake. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL. It's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Ready.
Going play action. Ritter.
as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decided to run a little screen play. Maybe give their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
95 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Yep.
To throw on second down, here's Hooker. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That is caught. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. But defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here we go.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Hot 70, hot 70.
Montgomery is in for a Lions touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Check, strike.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway. Meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Ritter off to play fake. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
And the
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. Dancing to his left. Well, flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Go ultra. Set.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Going for it on 4th down. It's Ritter.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out, and the Lions will take over. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep of protest out of them. That's just who they are.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Here's Hooker to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Ready.
Ritter to throw it.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Okay.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again, so another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30 point play in that playbook, but They can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop. Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Hooker to the air yet again.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, they're...
We got London on the
whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my